Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to today's upload. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, but I am not the one playing. In fact, I'm not even commentating. This series is entirely done by my friend and father figure, SML. With my best friend, Artie, they are going to be taking a look at this game. Yeah, which should be a good time, or so. I've done a couple edits here and there just to make things a little more easy to digest and easy to watch. But just remember to subscribe, leave a like, do all the fun stuff. I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
Hello everybody, my name is SML and welcome to Raccoon Replays. Today we are playing Not to Broadcast, a propaganda simulating thing where you control the news. I am here joined by my friend Artie. Say hi.
And I'm Jeremy Jones.
Hey.
Our main headlines tonight.
With the E.
So, Artie, have you ever heard of this game before?
I feel like outside of you telling me about this, I might have heard of it like one other time. Perhaps. It sounds familiar, but I don't know much about it.
So,
going in pretty blind.
So, 2 years ago, it comes in 3 episodes. They released the 3rd episode this year. The very first one was 2 years ago, back before, like, the lockdown happened.
Yeah.
And, a lot of YouTubers played, like, the first episode all the way from beginning to end. But they never picked it up afterwards after that. And because at the time the only episode was out was episode 1, and the other 2 were going to be in production, but then lockdown happened. So
understandably so.
Yeah.
Life be like that.
Yeah. So I figure
slaves were just in prettier cages.
Play the game.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're already getting started.
Alex.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones.
What difficulty
Our main
should we do?
headlines
I'm
tonight.
thinking broadcaster.
If you're familiar, sure.
Alright. Oh yeah, it's gonna get
That's all
louder.
coming up on tonight's
Quick.
National Night
It's
in
gonna
News.
get a little loud right here. That's gonna
Oh
come
boy.
out.
My ears. Digging the music.
Yeah. Jeremy Donaldson is the country's most popular and trusted news anchor. For now.
For now. Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
Yeah, the person that you play is Alex Winston. Name gender neutral so that way you can basically...
Oh, you love that.
Yeah, so that way you can be fully immersed into being who you think Alex is. Like if they're male, female.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
yeah. Funny enough, I have a friend whose real name is Alex, and I was really tempted to have them play this game because of
Alex,
a
date you.
because of a very specific part in episode 2. For those that have played this game before, you know what I'm talking about. But ooh. This game also has it has 2 sections. Like, it has a section where it's literally you broadcasting the news, like so, and then there's the non-broadcast days where you have to deal with your everyday family life.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Turn right.
So let me just turn right. You actually were a janitor working in this broadcast room before this happened.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate.
I love the receptionist.
David, listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Yeah, just 1 second, David. Listen to this.
When I say jacket, you say potato.
Jacket.
Potatoes.
Jacket. Potato.
Potatoes. That actually sounds really good right now, not gonna lie.
I actually have right next to me a bowl of scalloped potatoes. Oh.
Right,
Oh,
look up at the
that sounds
top.
delicious.
That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Woo, fan.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your
I'm gonna
adverts.
do My
Pick
Salad
any three
Weekly.
and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Alan James, Crazy Neil. Actually, no, not Alan James. My Salad Weekly. Come to Buckley. Crazy
You
Neil.
should be getting a signal from the studio soon. When you get the signal,
I'm digging the
select
vibe so
screen one
far.
with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's totally
You got it,
independent
Dave.
and corners
All
the farm
greedy.
market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere
This is
celebrate
Jeremy
as popular
Donaldson, by the way.
footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports
He's great.
Personality of the Year. And
At
a
least I
spoonful
find
of
him
sugar.
amazing.
Megan was chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Right, button
That's all
two
coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes. Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overall
Control the
mandate,
wiggles.
but have yet to appear publicly.
I have to keep the
However,
wiggles in check.
Former Home Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
My commentary is very limited right now because I'm also just trying to take in what this game is.
It's a very
I'm deeply
the
uncomfortable
very
with your burgeoning
first
friendship.
episode is a very surreal sort of like wacky haha look at the news was
Made it to
funny.
the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call host. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
I like Crazy Neil.
Going in 5.
He's ridiculous.
4, 3.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first
Get
up,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent, and today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him?
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He really is.
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild ride this has been. I really meant that.
Especially like the audio echo between
am I
the
right in saying that the
your
characters
live
in this
portion
series
versus the
is much
audience's
like
thing is definitely like disorienting a bit.
Aside,
Yeah.
Was that a challenge at all?
what exactly are you implying?
It's a 2-second delay.
But
from what I'm
seriously,
seeing.
yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all. A love, of course, for freedom. A love, of course. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but let's see who's counting.
It's a role that's scooped 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes.
Been on that shot a bit long.
I do it for the people, the little people.
I got it.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
I already know how to deal with that, Dave.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this
I
time,
mean, I could
mate.
switch to
Use
him
that
and
little
ruin his
flashing
life.
joystick to the left of the
Oh
knob,
God.
or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
I I don't feel like I should ruin Lineheart's life, though. I gotta deal with
No.
Sit back by dragging left.
No, we mustn't.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan. Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
For you, baby.
Next,
I
we're
know
going
what
to
I'm
change the
doing.
amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't
David,
listen.
shut up! I'm working.
Drowning, Lance, you said.
Need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
Eh.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is
When
the
the
key.
game came out, the interference was actually
Bloody
very
perfect,
different.
mate.
Interesting.
You were essentially a little ball right here on the left, and you had to go, and you had to
At the end of
basically
the clip,
gap between
you'll want to play
like
another ad.
green
Remember to use
squares,
the clock at the
and
top
the
to count
green
your in.
squares were interference.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, meaning that if you went in them, this would be all static, so you had to avoid it.
Boy, it's ad time.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you've got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your family...
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously?
Using your buttons
5,
on the keyboard are
3.
a lot better than moving your mouse here.
Jeez, yeah.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready
start?
to bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, and well, thank you all
Where
for
do I
coming,
start?
and, well, what a
Where do I
day!
start?
They said we couldn't do it. They certainly did. They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. For you, the people,
Nice.
You saw right through their shit.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a
Perfect.
couple of celebrated Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrated coarser than the grown is funny. Coarser than the grown
Memorably
is
put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Who can blame Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a
Remember
new
the 10
day.
second
A
rule.
better,
I know this,
fairer
David.
future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to hide. We revoked your passports. We revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay first. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you. Advance have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it. In the hands of the people who created it.
Today.
Yes. It ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. We'll start making it like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of
Wow.
Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language.
Yeah.
Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
I sometimes
So,
forget
as
to
the
put
country
tapes
braces
in.
itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
I can tell this will get pretty chaotic later on.
Oh, it does. And I'm not just talking about like the interference and vision mixtures.
Some weird
Yeah, I'm like the political stuff sounds like it's gonna be absolutely chaotic.
Oh yeah, without spoiling anything, it gets ridiculously terrifyingly chaotic.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Well, of course, Dave. You're not good at your job.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much
Broadcast
wealth you have
for.
overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
Dave, shut up. I'm also just like in real life, I'm broke ass poor.
Christ.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important.
Why would a TV station tell you this though? What?
In other words, what the boss thinks.
Well, this is just like game mechanics wise. Like it's like, oh, you.
Oh, I'm sure, but like logistically, like in a TV station, they're like, the world is on fire.
Just oh no, Advance hates you.
Ooh, yeah, woo.
Like ooh woo. Also, Terra Text Day 1. Yeah. Yeah, because the game day is divided into 2 sections: the broadcast days and the non-broadcast days. And essentially, like the game is like a choose-your-own adventure. In a sort of sense.
I dig it.
It's just amazing, is what it is. Like, and with how chaotic things happen later, it it can
I'm
really...
very interested.
Oh yeah, like even if the frickin' like even if the audience isn't into this, like if they're just like,
we can still always record these, and then when, like, for instances when Gavin's at a con, he can upload them then.
Yeah, not only that, but like it's like if the audience isn't getting like doesn't enjoy this video or something like that, I can always play it for you and Gavin and just like give you the story like in private.
Yeah. No, well, I think we'll still, regardless of how the audience does, we'll record it. I think it'll take a couple, because again, free times, but you know, we'll go through and yeah, just like play through it and pre-record, and even if it's not like Gavin's greatest hit, we'll at least have them, because he always needs content when he's traveling or something, or needs a break.
Yeah. Also, here's the very first non-broadcast day. The game goes by days, and it takes place over a course of 6 years. So it's like day 1, 3, 6, 700, stuff like that.
Interesting.
So day 3, an unexpected form. You arrive home to find post on the mat. Post being nothing more than one letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new expanded government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston, your spouse, Charlie Winston, that's your son. Your spouse is Sam Winston, your children are Charles Winston and Susie Winston, both son and daughter. Well, you muse.
Okay.
At least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new workers. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace, or reminisce with friends about old jobs.
Odd questions. I'd make friends with people.
You would be friendly and get to introduce yourself to new coworkers?
Oh yeah.
I myself would ease myself in and orientate myself with my new workplace, because I'm seeing it from like the perspective of like, you've never been in this type of work before, this is your first time experiencing it, and you don't really want to mess things up like within your first week, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I'm a mix of both, where some jobs I just want to get to know people, and others I'm like, yeah, I don't want to screw stuff up.
Well, for me it's usually, I don't want to screw it up first, and then I can be friendly and introduce myself to new coworkers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Well, especially some jobs when I worked at like CVS, like you were always, depending on what shift you had, you were always meeting new coworkers, it felt like, for the longest time.
Well, I mean, that's the same way with fast food, which is what I sadly work as. Like you get people like basically getting hired and quitting like almost all the time. So.
Oh damn, yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah, so that's why I choose more of the like ease myself in and get familiar with my surroundings before I start getting to know people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, question 2. A colleague from a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up their violation, recommend that your colleague reports it, promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone, or report the violation to your supervisor immediately.
I feel like I wouldn't tell anyone. I'm not a narc. I don't want to get messed up. I'd pretend I didn't know and try to forget and just not tell anybody. Just because, like, I'm not a narc.
I'm not a narc either, but I would say that I'd recommend my colleague reports it, so that way it looks good, on them. Because like,
yeah.
Because like
I wouldn't report it. I'd be like, hey man, maybe you should talk about this, and then leave it at that, and like really hands off, leave it be.
Like say for example, you're working like a fast food place. Somebody, like a customer orders like a fry, and then you take the fry like as you go on your, and your coworker takes the fry as they're on break or something like that. You can just say like, like, oh. You know?
Hey, man.
I mean, that's not a good analogy, but you know what I mean.
I got a CVS story of, we had a coworker that used to just, like, steal makeup and stuff. And everybody else knew, and, like, we just didn't say anything because we're not paid enough to deal with shoplifting, but it's kind of just like, man, you know you shouldn't be doing this. Like, come on.
Like, come on, bro. It's bad enough.
Like,
that
really?
you work here.
Really? Yeah.
Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Oh, man. My days at Arby's.
Ouch.
Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would leave on work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the work deadline, leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues, or leave work early and head home to see your family.
I leave work on time normally. I don't want to set up that I would stay later to do more work, because then they hold you to that forever.
Yeah, they
would.
Like, leaving work early or leaving work late, they'll hold you to that. Like, they will, like,
yeah.
Like, you know the phrase that elephants have, like, good, like, memories?
Yep.
Like, like, corporations have that, too, when it comes to their employees. Like, they will know if you were late, like...
Or, like, they'd notice if you were just dipping early. Like, I would keep it the same and be like, well, you fired an entire group of people. That's on you guys. I'm still doing what I paid to do.
You do you, I'm doing myself.
You want more work? You gotta pay me more, buddy.
Yeah, it's bad enough you're paying me minimum wage. You want me to do more work? Pay me $1 or $2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet overtime, baby.
Yeah. Question 4. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family, or washing your hair that day. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. I've been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. What?
Either the first or the last one.
I find the second one just really weird. Like that, like
wash your hair that day.
Like that just means you're busy, you can't go. But like, it's just a very weird thing to say. Just like, oh, sorry,
yeah.
I can't go to the company barbecue. I'm washing my hair. It's like, what? Your hair is like from your head all the way down to your feet? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'd say either the first or fourth option.
I'm going with the first one because it's honestly, it's like when you're not working, you usually spend time with family and if not friends. So
yeah.
That's just what you would do. Question 5. You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you face while working there. Refuse to attend.
I'd say I'd be one, but more. I wouldn't brag about my achievements. I'd be like, yeah, happy memories. Bye, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, I do that too. I'd just be like, hey, I had a great time and some very amazing stories to tell my friends now. Like this time when I was at Arby's and a customer with mental problems took her display case and threw it at the wall.
Did that really happen?
Yes, that did.
Oh, why? Like the display case they put the toys in?
No, not display case as in toys. Display case as in like the cookies.
Oh, okay. In my head, I always imagine like a display case is like where they have like, this is what the McDonald's happy, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
They just took all the cookies.
So I worked at Arby's for 2 years. Great. Not a bad company, but the store that I was at wasn't that great. We had so the story is that we had this customer who came in and ordered some and wanted like a soda, right? So the front counter soda machine didn't have the nozzles in it because we were cleaning it.
Okay.
So if a customer from the lobby wanted a soda, we would have to get them a soda from the drive-thru. So I had my manager and my general manager Carol at the time. Carol is like this 50, 60-year-old think I was on my break. I don't remember if I was or not. But the customer came in. They asked for a soda. Inez goes and gets the soda from the drive-thru, and for some reason he starts getting mad that Inez was getting it from the drive-thru instead of from the front counter. And Inez is just, you know, trying to do the manager thing of like, oh, I'm sorry, like the front counter soda machine isn't on right now. We're cleaning it, yada yada. And out of pure rage, like instant snapping pure rage, he grabs the display case, which is where that displays like the cookies and the
the little
that thing. He takes it, grabs it, and throws it at the fucking wall that is like right next to the door, and is like
oh my
like
God.
a window. He like throws it like at that, and my manager Carol, like despite her having like white hair and everything like that, she ran after him.
Good.
Like, chased him out of the parking lot, like with like a fist in one hand and a phone in the other.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
bro.
she was calling the cops on him, like
because his soda had to come from a different area of the restaurant.
Yup. Just because he wanted front counter soda machine instead of drive-thru soda machine.
That they must have had something else that day and were looking for a reason to be angry. My God.
Well, the thing is that like a couple of minutes later, like a woman who knows that guy came in and explained that he suffers from both anger issues and mental problems. So it's like sort of excusable, but it's just like still, it's like, dude.
Bruh.
If you're gonna get mad, just I don't know. Don't throw the display case.
Yeah, my God.
But anyway,
well.
Anyways. But yeah, list my achievements and all the good memories you have working there. Question 6. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music and making models, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, play in your local sports team. For me personally, in my spare time, I'm usually alone and I usually do stuff like draw or play video games. But
I'm playing Pokemon in my spare time, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but considering that in this game you have like family, like a significant other, and like a son and daughter, I would say encourage and support your children with their hobbies, because you know you'd want to support them with their hobbies. Like if your son is like, oh, I'm in a band, like, you don't want to be like, oh, fuck that band. You want to be like, oh, be the best band member you can. Question 7. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. A structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family. A romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise.
If I'm taking time off, I'm either doing nothing and sleeping, or I'm going to a Furry con.
So for you,
those are my options.
So for you, it'd be exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges.
Ooh, what's this? Yes.
For me, I would be surrounded by natural beauty, get away from the spring of daily grind, or theme parks, because I absolutely love amusement parks. Like Ferris wheels, roller coasters, carousels, you name it, I love it. But like,
yeah, I have not been to one in ages, but
same here. Like I wanted to take my family to the local amusement park, the Oaks Amusement Park, but I'm broke ass poor, so
that's a mood. Apparently, like one of the so in upstate New York, there's a Six Flags, and apparently that was referenced in that one show, The Boys. For some reason, I don't know. My friend's like, "Did you know they referenced our Six Flags here in upstate New York?" And I was like, "No." Yeah, apparently.
Anytime somebody frickin' references Portland, Oregon, I'm like, oh great, what have we done now?
Oh my God.
Section 8. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal.
Ooh, that one's deep. It's safe, free, happy, equal?
Yeah, like, keeps people safe, keeps people free, keeps people happy, or keeps people equal.
Ooh. Oh, this got deep.
I say free. Cause like,
I think so.
well, cause like here, like this game takes place in a fictional like 1980s UK country. But,
yeah.
I'm thinking of it from like as an American citizen. Like we call the United States the land of the free.
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of our issues here right now are restricting freedoms of. Anyways, yeah, I'd say free.
So we're just gonna go with free and not go deeper
Ouch.
into it.
Christ.
Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Sign your name. I'm not a family matter.
Ooh.
Oh no. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality.
At the window?
Yeah, the kitchen window right here, because you're just sitting like right here and such like that. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let him in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly distressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. Are you okay? Should I go get Sam? No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard of the about the Assets and Wealth Act?
What are the options?
I literally work in news, Chris, and not really. Must have passed me by.
I literally work in news, yeah.
Well, I mean, we did hear about the Assets and Wealth Act in the broadcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris' fist banged us on the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness. Which is why I need your help.
What are our options?
What exactly is it you need, and why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this?
I'd say, why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this?
Chris' eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. The options are my passport, what for? And my passport? I can't give you that, that's illegal.
I kind of want to know what for.
I'm guessing he wants to flee the country. Because, like, why else would you ask somebody for a passport?
Yeah, but, like, this is your partner's sibling, yeah? Not, like, your sibling.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even look like you in the picture, though.
Exactly.
I guess your call, but I would lean towards what for.
They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but peoples always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. That's what I'm gonna go with.
What's the other option? Just curious.
It's, okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go and get it. You can take it. I also forgot to mention that you can look back now at the screen.
Oh, I've been looking. That's why I've been looking. I just can't read it because this is on my phone.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, I'll just go with Shirley anyway. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? The options are, all right, I'll go get the passport, family, and it's against the law. I can't help you with those.
Well, like, only taking money from like super rich people, anyways. Supposedly, quote unquote.
From what it sounds like is that they're taking all of the money from the rich and giving it to the poor, so everybody has like an equilibrium of money.
So this guy just doesn't want more of his money taken.
He just doesn't want his money to be gone and like given to the public. Apparently, he also said like literally as like a few minutes ago, I need to get out of here so me and my money will be safe.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't. It's not like they're. I mean, I understand this is very sus.
Like
what the government's doing in this situation. But it's not like me and my family or like me and my like something. It's me and my money, and so I'd say no.
Yeah, it's a good
because
thought.
I feel like if you said it's kind of choose your own adventure, if we went with bailing him out, this could come and bite us in the ass later.
Yeah, he could probably like fucking get into trouble and like die or some shit.
Yeah, especially if it's your passport.
Yeah, like if we fucking give him the passport, he would probably get shot by like security and like be killed, and then like the fucking government would come after us and be like, what the fuck, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going with it's against the law. I can't help you with this.
All right.
Fine, I'll solve this myself, Chris spits. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the nylon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Well, I'm sorry, but
It feels like that's a tough situation.
Like I can't give him the passport. One, it's illegal, and two, it's like...
Because then also, not only that, but if someone with your passport is found with a lot of money, they're gonna think you're gonna have all this money that you don't actually have.
Yeah, and then and then your taxes are gonna be going through the fucking roof.
Because somebody took your passport.
Yeah, it's in the most sense of the word identity theft in a way.
Yeah.
And that is something I do not support in any size, shape, or form, regardless if you're a family member or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he's got a lot of money. He could just fucking flee the country by like
just go to the black market and find a new passport. Like
not only that, but like he could like literally through legal means flee the country, like himself. Oh, it's this is another broadcast. I don't know if we have enough time or not. Do we have enough time or no?
How long is the next broadcast?
I want to say that they're 18 minutes long normally.
I could do another one.
All right. So this is oh damn, I can't look left. Fuck. Okay.
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, which girl, some thanks, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing,
Have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Alan James, I'm gonna do that. Crazy Neil. That. Mr. Snuggle.
Ooh.
Do we play? Is this toy safe? I say no. I say we don't play it.
You can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate.
Bye, Dave.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody!
One that mistrusts the moon. Is that why they ooh-woo?
Only when it explodes, going in 5.
Just like that,
Oh my
everyone
God.
in ooh-woo change in the comment section.
Uwu.
Good evening.
Can we get some Uwu in the comments, folks?
Did you start?
Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new futures hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Rimington's Fist have appointed Sophia Rimington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Rimington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snuggleheart. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named
I wonder where they got all the
Sports
people for this. If
Personality
they
of the
like
Year.
hired
As reported
stock
by
photo
his
people, or
fan
if these are all their like family and friends and stuff.
Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamar,
Okay.
whose recent show, Snatched Inside.
Well, this has, I don't know if this is an indie game, but it has the cool feel of like a good indie game.
For these two budding A-listers.
Snatched inside my snatch. I heard that like
with
a second
Advance
ago.
promising a radical new position online, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, a mega move for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Shit! Interference.
Oh god.
I got this, don't worry.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised, but what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie,
Damn.
do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book.
The grand slamwich.
We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only
Consumerism.
having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most destructive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't.
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking
out of the wrong orifices.
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy
Oh,
is dead.
jeez.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation
No.
to grooming happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts,
my God.
Katie, based on the facts,
The
Alan
Assets and
James.
Wealth Act is
The
only the
Adam
first
Jones.
step.
The
Advance
Alex
now have a
Jones of
historic
the US.
budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Franken-science and opiates. Franken-science and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue.
Please, Alan.
It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, the
Oh, no.
belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Of course.
Oh my
Katie?
God.
We must be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
I don't know. He's kind of
Oh my
funny.
God.
Alan, I can explain.
He's funny, but
it,
like,
unfortunately,
man.
I can't understand it for you.
I mean,
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Then we've got the ornaments for you. You want something like...
Right, Christ, I'm absolutely fucking flying, I tell you. How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna turn off the phone, unplug it. I don't care about you, dude.
10 seconds, everybody.
If that sticks, I'll just...
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face with the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level, Jeremy. At a structural level. Time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. Just hang. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Thomas.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be
Oh my
concerned
God.
about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson. Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need we need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving?
Yes, I totally understand. Yes. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime.
Oh my God.
Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cock.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
Oh my
It's all
God.
in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, bloody gimps escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was saying the Badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You've got back in your gimme space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this...
Where's the paddle?
Hold on just a moment.
Oh my God. Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy. Mummy said
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back to your gimme space. Naughty, you beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay.
I'm shocked that this
Crime is the
isn't getting
responsibility
you
of the
like
criminal.
viewer issues for showing it.
Everyone has a sob story, but we don't
Yeah,
really
I'm
end up as
surprised this
barbarians,
isn't
do we?
making
Look, when our
people
daughter Alice
switch off.
comes home with an A-, does she go
Or
like
just
an
get in trouble with
No,
broadcasting
she
censorship.
hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there. We're locking down the police's position on morality force. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swan. He's a
Menacing a swan.
which is also, I believe,
Oh my God.
his birthday. Many happy
Heinous
returns,
crime.
Tony. Many happy
Cheers,
returns,
Jez.
Tony.
Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony? Can you tell us what
Titwank
it's like
Tony.
in prison?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony. I'm picking up that
Titwank
you're not
Tony.
alone there.
Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh my God, Vampire Chris.
My favorite Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Tony's on the news. One sec, love. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way. Believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally on for 2 seconds. How has this happened tonight? Can you hear me?
Oh my god.
Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully you, the viewer
Bruh.
at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back. Don't go away after these messages. We'll be back.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Piss off.
Decisive journalism.
I can have you fired.
You'd miss my charm.
James is right. I'm Alan James. Alan James.
I'm Alan James.
In front of you.
And he's right. Oh
He's
my god.
right in front of you. I mean, he was earlier.
Something in the food! I don't want to upset you, but you should reap for the world. They're gonna take.
This is certainly a commercial.
And I don't mean to shock you.
I mean, hey, they let me pick the ads. I'm going crazy on it.
I'm gonna go ham.
You'll still be
10 seconds, everybody.
Alan James.
Well, he's really funny, so.
5,
Yeah.
3.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. Put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist! Oh heavens no! Gary the Fist!
Fist?
Going somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. It's so important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers. My arm's stuck, coach. Keep going, for fuck's sake. Right. Keep going, for
Sorry, the
Maths
property
is for losers.
there.
Now, give me your lunch money.
I was like, what?
For me today, but
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
what?
only truly happy when I'm eating.
Oh, trust me, you didn't miss anything.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, coach. Brilliant, keep going. My arm's free, coach. Who are you to stand up to me? I, Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist.
Sorry,
That's where you're wrong. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. And Blake owns a motorbike.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
Oh my god.
I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your fruit. I'm on my level, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum, and for dinner he had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner?
What?
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
This game is quite
Thankfully,
something.
that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
was painful.
Fuck was that?
I believe
Oh my god.
that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but doesn't make it so.
And it's in a belief about
Oh my god.
Someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Monoxide right from your pores to give you the crisp, brittle skin you've come to expect. New Judico
That was quite something.
appearance of the strength of your face's skin. 41% of women we surveyed said they loved their visible place.
For me or for the game?
For you.
I could probably wrap. If there's anything after this, I could probably wrap up, but I probably gotta dip in a few.
It usually goes like broadcast, non-broadcast, non-broadcast, and then broadcast eventually.
Okay, I could probably. I think I'll probably. Worrying debt.
Yeah! I've gone from being broke-ass poor to having worrying debt.
Oh boy.
Which is another thing that I have in real life.
Boy. I think we can probably wrap it up here and then continue on.
Ah, you guys are finally done with the video, which means I get to ask you guys for a couple of favors. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Also, remember to subscribe to me and ring the bell. We've also got a Twitter down below, @GavinDragonYT. It's on your screen as well, where you can follow me. We've got a PayPal down in the description if you'd like to donate or get a commission done, as well as 2 videos on your screen. 1 video and 1 playlist. We've got a ton of other links down there, including a Telegram group which you can join, as well as the Discord you can join. And I think I've already repeated myself maybe twice, but this is like my 5th take, so yeah. I've been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and good night, everybody.